island life.
I do. Yeah.
How'd you end up in Camp Sherman?
Well, here we are, these avid sailors, and living in the, mountain village.
Uh-huh.
With the ocean a couple hundred miles away. It makes no sense.
I know.
But, that was a dream of it always appealed to me too, but it happens to be a real guy thing, and a lot of guys have this dream to have a sailboat and sail away, and that my husband is no different from
Well, when I
so
met G, he was subscribing to sailing magazines and had sailboat pictures
See?
on the wall of his place.
I think it's very common.
Yeah.
And so when we started to look for a boat, I thought we would just get one we could take to the lakes and kind of get. I'd had a small one years before that, but Doug just went, no, I want a boat where we can go somewhere. So we just into it, and but he can just sit and read about how to do everything and just do it.
So you have the best of both worlds. So
We're
you
very
can have your
fortunate.
island life and you can have your forest life.
We're very, very fortunate and thankful every day.
Every day. I think
Every
that's
day.
the number one thing in life is
And
to
try
be
keep
grateful
that. Yes.
for what you've been given.
Yeah, there's no possible way I could complain about anything right now. Not a thing.
Yeah. I sometimes have to remind myself that.
I have these
I
moments.
see all my UFOs, I start,
They make you a little anxious.
they make me very anxious because I can't
What a
stop
problem to
myself.
have.
I know.
It's like,
I know.
It's okay. You have to just get over that little hump and just keep on keeping on. Yeah,
That's what I
I'm the
have to
same way.
do.
Yeah.
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 So, how many classes are you teaching? You're teaching for Sue this summer at Quilters Affair.
I am. I'm doing a 3-day stitching class for substituting for Sue Spargo, and then I have 2 one-day needle turn applique classes.
So you are teaching 5 days.
I am. I started out with 3 days. That was just A-okay.
Okay.
And
I
I
thought
love
I
it.
was going to complain over my 4
Yeah.
days, but at least I get a break in the
Yeah,
center.
because you know how it is, and Val gave me, would you like 3 or 4 days? I said 3's great, because you know how crazy that week is.
Right.
You know, you're
It's
right in the thick of
exhausting
things
because
too. Yeah,
because there's a fun thing to do every night.
exactly. Yeah,
And it's not like, well,
it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, he's taken the RV up to Belknap for his
Getting
day
out
on.
of town. I think my husband's traveling that. He's been traveling that week too, and
Yeah.
I think it's just fine for him with him.
It's so funny though. Connor got roped into hanging quilts, so he's
Did he?
he's going to
Oh,
stay
God.
here. So
Oh, bless his heart. You know.
so 5 days of class and
5
all the
days of class.
activities.
And then helping out on Saturday, I just kind of tell the ladies in the office that just put me wherever you need me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end of the day when it's hot in the hinterlands, hostessing, I'm good with that because
Right.
no one signs up for it.
Right.
I said and I like to, spontaneous is good for me, just whatever.
And we pray every year for 70-degree weather, clear skies.
And it never happens. Oh, I'm sure it's happened. I just can't remember.
I know. Drink lots of water.
Yeah, right.
Wear a
right.
hat.
Oh, it's all good, isn't it? It's so
Yeah.
fun. I can't believe it's almost here.
I know.
The days are just flying by.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're doing needle turn pine cones.
Mm-hmm. They don't look like pine cones right now, but that's the beauty of it. Then you add some needles, and then they look like pine cones
The
after
pine needles, huh? So
that. Right.
what are you thinking? I don't even know if you can answer this, but what are you thinking when you decide to make something, which fabrics to choose? I mean, these are very untraditional pine cones. Mm-hmm. And so, like, did you go for the wildest fabric, or you start with the base, because I love that green,
Right, right.
and then you figure what might pop off that, or what are you thinking about?
I do. Well, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with my mood. And I do like to go really unexpected. And I get asked this question all the time, but it's one of the hardest things for me to explain because it's so from the gut. It's just depending on what what do I just want to really break loose and do something different. I've been doing a lot of the pine cones, and I was tending to go more towards that they really looked like pine cones, and I went, I want it to be, I want people to see that you can break out and use really unusual and different kinds of fabrics and make it work.
Yeah, but your patterns and style, when you look at the modern movement in quilting, it doesn't even fit that.
No, that's
Because most of the modern quilts have some geometry or geometric pattern to them, design, but you're taking organic, everyday things, houses and pine cones and cars or whatever,
Right.
and then creating a whole different look to them.
Yeah, and I think it's still pretty, it's a lot of it's just the whimsical, folk-arty kind of, not, you don't want it to be, I really veer away from the realism, obviously.
Right.
But, it just can be a hint of what it's meant to be.
Well, they always make me smile.
Well, well, the bright colors, which are really, resonate with a lot of us. It's just like, I'm so drawn to the bright colors.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to just tone it down. I really like a minimal. I could just do, and I have in the past, just a whole cloth quilt, just the stitching. So,
Oh, really?
because I find I'm very drawn. Of course, I'm drawn to abstract, and I'm drawn to really minimal quilts too. And I think it's just kind of a process, and I'll go along and I'll be doing really busy things and with lots of stuff going on, and then it's just like, urge, I gotta, I need to just take a break here. My eyes, my head, my brain, so I like that. It's really a mood thing. It's like any given day, it's like I might be wanting to do this and I might want to do that, but I do tend to the whimsical, kind of silly, if I can.
Fun stuff.
It appeals to me.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
doing
Uses a lot of fabric.
You're using
Oh my God, this is going to cost me a fortune.
the Sue's
This is her
Insta-Stitch?
Insta Stitch. Yeah. Her, and then I'm just adding that was block 2. This is block 1.
Oh,
Oops.
that.
And just a really simple stitching, minimal stitching.
I know, but it's
And the piecing. It's fun, isn't it?
it's fun.
And then this is the latest one.
Oh my gosh. Now, I printed them all off, but do they go all together? I've never,
Well,
I
I
have to
hope
actually
so.
read the directions, but
They're supposed to make a lap quilt. I think you could probably do whatever you want with them,
oh my gosh.
So I think there's a couple more. There's a new one this month. And I all I want to do is all this stitching, but I know that when I go to put them together, I'm going to have to make them kind of blend together, so I might have to do more stitching, which is fine. which is
Wherever they're
great.
connected. Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Her new stuff more and more. It's quite thin. That number 8.
Oh.
Have you the
I know I
eleganza?
have it. It
The
came with
eleganza,
the
it's this
cuppa,
one.
but this is
Yes.
my favorite thread right here.
I
Oh,
love
my
that
goodness.
stuff.
Is it number 5? Is this a number
It
5?
might even be a 3.
3? Oh, it reminds me of, well, I know why you like it, because it reminds me of the tropical ocean.
Yeah, right.
That color.
Very much so, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh!